If you're thinking about getting a leaf blower but feel overwhelmed by all the options out there, don't worry, because today I'm breaking down the 7 best electric and battery-powered leaf blowers you can buy right now. Whether you've got a huge garden or a small patio, there's one here for you. Quick note, all of these products are available in Europe and the links are in the video description, so you can check them out at your own pace. Let's dive in. We kick things off with the Einhell GCEL 3024E, and honestly, this thing is an absolute bargain for what it delivers. It's a corded 3,000-watt motor that blows at 240 kilometers per hour and vacuums with an airflow of 650 cubic meters per hour. It's a 3-in-1 unit that blows, vacuums, and shreds with a 10-to-1 mulching ratio. So 10 bags of leaves become 1 bag of superfine compost-ready mulch. It weighs just over 3 kilos and has guide wheels on the suction nozzle that are a game changer because you rest the machine on the ground and push it almost like an upright vacuum cleaner. Your back will thank you. Switching between blowing and vacuuming is completely tool-free with a simple side toggle. Picture a Saturday morning in autumn with the garden covered in dry leaves. You plug this Einhell in, and within 20 minutes everything is spotless, and you've got a bucket of fine mulch for your flower pots. The 75mm suction tube can need a bit of patience with very large or wet leaves, and the motor at full power is quite loud, so a pair of ear defenders is a good idea. If you've got a large garden and need to shift serious volume, the Gardabrook MZL 3000 steps things up. Also corded at 3,000 watts, but it reaches 270 kilometers per hour and delivers an impressive suction airflow of nearly 800 cubic meters per hour. The bag is 45 liters, so you empty it less often, and it features a telescopic tube you can adjust to your height so you're not constantly bending over. That's something the Einhell 3024 doesn't offer, and for long cleanup sessions it makes a huge difference. The 6-speed dial lets you fine-tune the airflow with real precision, which is perfect for clearing decorative gravel paths without scattering stones everywhere. Imagine a property with a gravel driveway and a big leafy garden area. You dial the speed down for the gravel, crank it up for the lawn, and with the tube set to your height, you work all morning without any discomfort. When the bag fills up with wet material, it does get quite heavy on the shoulder strap, but for large open gardens, this machine is an absolute workhorse. Now, we switch things up completely with the Black Plus Decker BEBL 185QS, and this one is brilliant. It's a dedicated blower only, no vacuuming or shredding, but it uses an axial fan design running on 1,850 watts that works like a miniature jet engine. It draws air in from the back and fires it straight out the front. The result is a massive wide wall of air that sweeps flat surfaces like an invisible broom, and it weighs just 2.5 kilos, which is remarkable. You've just finished mowing and the pavement is covered in grass clippings. Grab this Black Plus Decker and in 2 passes, everything is spotless. It also has a scraper built into the tip of the nozzle that's fantastic for dislodging wet leaves stuck to the ground. Compared to the 2 previous models that weigh more and do everything, this is the specialist for clearing hard surfaces at lightning speed. It only has 1 speed setting, so around delicate plants you'll want to be a bit careful, but if your space is mostly paving, decking, or a garage, it's unbeatable. We move into the cordless world with the Secotech Air Force 2500 Agile. It runs on a 21-volt 2-amp-hour battery, blows at 241 kilometers per hour with an airflow of 235 cubic meters per hour. Compared to the 3,000-watt corded beasts, the airflow is more modest and it's not the right tool for a massive garden full of soaking wet leaves. But here's where it gets really interesting. It comes with inflation and deflation nozzles. So in summer, you use it to inflate pool floats, air mattresses, and those giant decorative inflatables in seconds. And in suction mode, you can compress vacuum storage bags for seasonal clothes. It's like having a blower and an air pump in one, giving you 12 months of use rather than just autumn. It's incredibly comfortable to use one-handed, and the freedom of no cord is lovely. The battery on high power lasts between 10 and 15 minutes, so it's best suited for quick targeted tasks. The Zeazir JYLB 2401A is probably the most surprising blower on this list. It's a 21-volt cordless unit that comes with 2 4-amp-hour batteries, so when one runs out, you swap the other in and keep going without any downtime. It weighs under 2 kilos, has 3 speed settings, a trigger lock for continuous use, and an LCD screen that shows battery level. The specifications the manufacturer advertises are quite optimistic, let's put it that way, and real-world performance is more moderate. But here's the surprise. This blower has become an absolute favorite in the car detailing community. You've just washed your car thoroughly, and instead of drying it with a towel that could leave micro scratches on the paintwork, you grab the Zia and blast the water out of the grills, wing mirrors, trim, and door gaps. Touchless drying, zero scratches, perfect finish. Compared to the Secotec Air Force 2500, the Zia delivers more actual airflow, and those two included batteries give it a massive advantage in total runtime. For light blowing, workshop cleanup, and car drying, it's a real find. If you need raw power and the best possible ergonomics for long sessions, the Black Plus Decker 3-in-1 BEBLV 300QS is a completely different animal. 3,000 watts, suction speed of 404 kilometers per hour, and a metal internal fan, so if you accidentally vacuum up an acorn or a pebble, it handles it without any damage. The mulching ratio is 16:1, the highest on the entire list, but what truly sets it apart is that the 72-liter bag is worn as a backpack with padded straps, instead of loading all the weight onto one shoulder with an asymmetric strap like the Gardebroek or the Einhell. Everything sits evenly on your back and you just handle the lightweight tube. You can work for hours without any pain. Switching from blowing to vacuuming mode takes a bit of patience with an included key, and the safety interlock needs to be lined up just right, but once you get the hang of it, the suction power is phenomenal. For large gardens with plenty of deciduous trees, this is the undisputed king. We finish with the Einhell GE-CL36/230 LIE-Solo, which is essentially a corded blower without the cord, if you'll forgive the joke. It runs on two 18-volt batteries from the Power Exchange system, giving it 36 volts of total power. The motor is brushless, and Einhell backs it with a 10-year warranty, which is no small thing. Blowing airflow of 890 cubic meters per hour and suction at 700, figures that rival any corded model on this list. The suction tube is 120 millimeters in diameter, much wider than the 75 on the Einhell 3024, so blockages virtually disappear. Mode switching is tool-free and instant, and there's a turbo button for when you need extra punch on wet leaves stuck to the ground. If you already own Einhell 18-volt tools, the batteries are the same and you don't spend a penny extra. It is sold as a bare unit without batteries or charger, so if you're starting from scratch, you'll need to buy those separately. But those same batteries work with your drill, strimmer, and every other tool in the ecosystem, so the long-term investment makes perfect sense. So to wrap things up, if you want the best value for money with a cord, the Einhell 3024E is a rock-solid choice. If your garden is large and you want maximum volume with height adjustment, the Gardebroek MZL 3000 will impress you. For blasting patios and garages clean at top speed, the Black Plus Decker BEBL 185QS is unbeatable. If you want cordless freedom plus a tool that doubles as an inflator, the Secotec Air Force 2500 Agile is your pick. For car detailing and light tasks, the Zia with its two batteries is a bargain. If you need maximum suction power and backpack ergonomics, the Black Plus Decker BEBLV 300QS is the champion. And if you want serious cordless power within the Einhell ecosystem, the 36-volt brushless is on another level. All the links are in the description. If this video helped you out, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!